Welcome to the vCloud Automation Center demo, Managing Your Existing Cloud Services. In this video, I'm going to walk you through some of the ongoing management functions that are possible through the vCloud Automation Center self-service portal. These include some basic navigation, as well as managing both single and multi-machine services. In the prior demo, we showed you how new resources were requested and provisioned. In this demo, we're going to show you how users manage their existing resources. These are just some of the commands that a user can initiate from the self-service portal. The administrator defines in the service blueprints which users can initiate what commands for each service that is available. As you can see, there are quite a few ongoing management commands that can be initiated via the self-service portal. In this demo, we're going to focus on three: reconfiguring VMs, creating a snapshot of a VM, and managing existing snapshot copies. To manage existing compute resources, click on the My Machines command under the My Resources button. This will bring up the My Machines display. This display contains all the machines that I own. To explore the detailed properties of a machine or a multi-machine service, first click on the arrow to the left of the machine. This will display some basic properties of the compute resource. Clicking on the More Details link will display additional detailed properties. Selecting a machine also displays an activity list on the right-hand side, which contains the commands that can be executed by me for this specific machine. Each machine may have different management functions available depending upon what privileges the admin has given me. It is also possible to perform actions on multiple machines with a single command, but the list of actions is limited by both what operations you are allowed to perform, as well as the operations that can be initiated on multiple machines simultaneously. Now that we have the basic navigation down, let's look at how we reconfigure the CPU, memory, storage, and network resources allocated to a virtual machine. From the My Machines view in the self-service portal, the first step is to select the machine I want to reconfigure and then execute the reconfigure command. Reconfiguring a VM is a multi-step wizard. The first step is to view the machine's properties to make sure you have the right machine, and then adjust the CPU and memory resources within the min-max and approval thresholds as necessary. The next step is to make adjustments to the storage. I can expand or remove existing disks as long as I keep at least one. I can also add additional disks up to the maximum capacity defined by the system admin, which is what I'm going to do here in this demo. In the Add Volume dialog box, I can specify the capacity of the new volume that I want to add. The next step is to make adjustments to the network that this VM will be connected to. However, in this demo, since the resources allocated to this group only contain one network, no adjustments are permitted. The last step is to specify when I want the reconfiguration operation to execute. My options are immediately, providing no approvals were required, queued for owner, which will return it to me after any approvals, and scheduled, which is what I'm going to demonstrate here. Using the date pull-down, I select the date from a calendar. I can also specify the exact time using the time pull-down and then enter a description of why I need this change before submitting the request. That completes the process for reconfiguring the resources of a virtual machine. Let's look at some other ongoing management tasks. Another common management request is to create a snapshot of a virtual machine. For example, you want to create a point-in-time copy of your machine before you perform an upgrade. Multiple snapshots can be created depending upon the policies specified by the administrator for this machine. The first step to creating a snapshot is to select the machine and then invoke the snapshot command from the action menu. The Create Snapshot dialog box allows you to add a name and a description, as well as decide if it is a disk-only or a disk and memory snapshot. Click Submit to start the snapshot process, which only takes a few seconds to complete. How many snapshots you create for each machine and how long they live are attributes controlled through policies by the administrator. However, you can manually delete snapshot copies that you no longer need, or revert back to a snapshot that represents a particular point in time. Managing your snapshot is accomplished by selecting the machine and then invoking the Manage Snapshot command from the Actions menu. The display will show all the snapshots created and still available for that machine. In our case, we only have one snapshot, and we want to revert to that copy of that machine before the Okima release update by selecting it and then clicking the Apply button. Up to now, we have shown you how to manage single machine services. Let's look at how we can manage multi-machine services. The process is almost identical, except you will be performing the command against all the machines simultaneously. If I select a multi-machine service, I can see that it is composed of a number of different types of component machines. When I click on the View Machines link, I can view and manage each of the component machines individually. But more importantly, I can manage them as a single entity, performing tasks like adding component machines, destroying, powering off, rebooting, or logging a help desk ticket on the entire service via a single command. This concludes the overview of vCloud Automation Center self-service management capabilities. While I have shown you a number of possible commands, what each user is allowed to do with their machine is controlled by the administrator through the service blueprints. These policies are granular enough to create a personalized self-service experience such that two people in the same group with the same role may have very different management capabilities. To see how the administrator defines these policies, we recommend that you watch the video on configuring vCloud Automation Center's user-centric business-aware governance policies. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. We hope that it was informative. And to learn more about vCloud Automation Center, there are additional videos available.